Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and today I thought I would try something just a little different. Today I'm going to hop into a little bit of endless expert, and it's been a while since I've done this, and clearly I could use a little bit of practice. So I think I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to play some endless expert, and I'm simultaneously going to just evaluate people's levels. Because that is one of the things that I really enjoy doing is just evaluating design. Well, that's not good, but I know exactly what's going on here. And no, the tube does not lead to instant death like the comment says. There we go. Okay, I see what's going on here. But yes, this level likes to use its tricks. Wow, that was just plain awful. See, this is what I meant by wanting to practice to get better at Mario games, because I used to be absolutely amazing at Mario games. That, of course, is no longer the case, and I would like to change that. Excuse me, you could have done things there. I'd also like to point out that I'm not necessarily looking directly at my gameplay screen. I'm looking at my monitor, and just that tiny little bit of delay between my TV and my monitor is creating a problem. Okay, seriously, what is going on here? I'm better at the game than this. Come on. What in the world? This is going to be embarrassing that I can't even get through this one level. I don't think I can make that particular jump, and no, I'm not the sort of person that likes to just skip any particular level I'm having problems with. Okay, the idea that there's such a small margin for error here is creating a big disconnect for me. Wow, Dark Sage, you're really awful at Mario. Yeah, how long has it been since I've played an actual Mario game? Excuse me, why didn't you climb the tree? It's not like I didn't see what was going on there, you just didn't want to climb the tree. Okay, I'm getting a little tired of this level, so here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, go ahead and save my non-existent progress, that works for me. Here we go. Minute 45, so it's not like it's a short course. There we go. You know, you could enter the pipe. Here's the auto-scroll part. I was wondering where that was. Up and away! Okay, I will say that this person has... Okay, so another design problem that I just noticed is that during this vertical section, you have to really try your best to let your players know what direction things are coming from, because you simply don't have a very good frame of reference to what's supposed to be coming up above you. Also, I don't know if I'm just having a problem with wall jumps because of the 3D world style. Oh, come on. Or if it's the idea that I'm still kind of breaking in a new Switch controller, but... I am going to default to user error on this one. This is a good example of just not having enough info of what's coming up above you. Because that Bill Blaster, we obviously know what's going to be there, but... Also, this creator seems to really like their one-tile-wide platforms, which create problems because of a lack of margin for error. I am far from what I would call like a Ryukar or a Ponga when it comes to my Mario skills, but I'm not bad at the game either. I've created some pretty interesting technical courses, but very rarely do they require one-tile-wide jumps, mostly because this is the sort of thing that can happen, especially when you're locked into a trajectory because of wall jumping. What in the world? Okay, how is one supposed to make that jump? Okay, whereas I am willing to accept the responsibility for the idea that I'm just not great at Mario games on my own end, this level is also just wrought with problems that that make it difficult for an average player. Now, I don't think I'm an average player. I think I'm an above average player, but definitely below the level of, like I said, a DGR or Ponga or like Ryukar or definitely Grand Pooh Bear. God, I forgot. I am not on their level, but I'm not so bad at the game that I should be having this much trouble with one level. Oh yeah, that's right. And like I said, I'm also kind of wondering if part of the problem is me breaking in a new controller. Well, that's a new way to die. I didn't find that one. Forgot. What's funny about this is that I have been using this controller to play Metroid Dread, so I get the feeling that the problem that I'm having is based around, like, I don't know. What I can tell you is that the design problems that I've noticed with this one level are definitely enough to make me say I don't ever want to play it again. And like I said, I completely own the problems that are being caused just on my end. Wow, and you have to essentially get a first try hole there. Alright, come on, Toadette, we can do this. Unless the game decides not to let me wall jump. Once again, the problem is there is just no margin for error there. What? Okay, so I was planning on doing a bunch of levels to kind of play around with the idea of not only just playing some Mario, but also reviewing other people's designs, you know, just for the hell of it, but I'm not even sure I'm going to get past this one level. Already been spending 15 minutes on this one damn level. And I forgot again. Now, I don't know what exactly is going on, but my controller feels a little unresponsive. Like, you can hear that I'm pressing the button there to wall jump, but it's just not doing it. Wait, no, we're gonna go over here. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh, and naked pipe. That's another problem that I have, is when a pipe has absolutely no backing, it's called being a naked pipe. And yeah, I have plenty of issues with that particular design folly. Like, I know a lot of people will view it as a small detail, but I do not view that as a small detail, because since when have you ever played an official Mario game where the pipes were essentially naked? And the answer is, you haven't. And like I had mentioned before, this is a level with basically no margin for error. Either you do everything right the first time, or you die. So factor that in with a new controller that's still being broken in, and obviously someone who's a little out of practice with Mario, and you get just a nightmare scenario. I'm also not exactly a fan of the idea that, despite the fact that we're working with a very enclosed level design, they left a bunch of open space over on on the right-hand side. Like, you could have closed that off and made it look just a little bit less goofy. I'm misplacing where level elements are and making this more difficult on myself. Now that I'm willing to accept as just a mistake on my behalf. But oh my goodness, this level is just wrought with design problems. Like, I'm very curious as to seeing what the clear rate is on this level, because I get the feeling it's not good. Now, I'm not saying that a level needs to have a high clear rate to be good. Obviously, some of the more interesting levels out there are some of the more difficult levels, but I get the feeling that wasn't necessarily what the creator was going for here. Because most of the difficulty isn't from good design or like placing careful, well thought out traps, but mostly it's just from, you know, making it so that there's no margin for error whatsoever. Like, this isn't exactly what one would call like a crazy like Kaizo thing where you have to know a bunch of crazy mechanics. Okay, so by not giving your player like any time whatsoever to think about what's coming up next, I've got to say that is not exactly what I would call a well-designed level. Like that was rough to get through. Now, I've seen 2% clear rate levels that are way easier to deal with than that. Anyway, let's go ahead and start up another new game on Endless Expert and see if we can't find ourselves some better levels. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Yeah, and I'm not the biggest fan of the claws, but... So I like the design. I'm not sure how much I dig the idea of having to deal with claws and bumpers. Why am I having so much trouble with this? I seem to lack the ability to get enough momentum here. About how long is this level anyway? World record is 2. Oh, this is a bit of a longer one. Oh, that's right, you can't full jump there. Ah, messed that jump up, but I'm getting that. But even though I'm not the biggest fan of how the claws work as a mechanic, I don't necessarily blame the creator for that. The problem is, I'm just not very well experienced with the claws. Because otherwise, the level's design is fine. It's tight, it's easy enough to read. The only real trick is just knowing what you have to do, not in having to deal with crazy leaps of faith. Not enough momentum. Curse you. Yeah, the claws have always been a very iffy mechanic. But I think that they're being used relatively well here, and I'm down for it. I actually have no major problems with this level. It just... because the level is designed well enough. You're being shown what you need to do, and all you have to do is do it. The difficulty is in execution. It's not in, like, single tile-wide jumps or having to guess what's going on. Oops. Hey, by the time you're done with this level, you'll be a master of the frickin' claw, I'll tell you that much. No! Hey, come on. Toadette. Toadette? Why do I seem to be losing momentum there? Darksage is getting upset! Okay, you have to just slide right in there. Oh, come on. That jump can't be that hard. What in the world? This is stupid. Just because of the claws, this is like a crazy, like, pixel-perfect jump. I don't... my god, why was that so difficult? Okay, that level had a lot to it, but honestly, I like the design of it. That one I can get down with. I don't mind being challenged. What I mind is the challenge being just douchey and hard to deal with. We're going into this with a bit of a detriment because I have an issue with speedrun levels in general. The issue I have with speedrun levels being that, in my opinion, there's too many of them and they're just creatively bankrupt. I don't know, that wasn't absolutely horrible though, so just leave that alone. In my opinion, that's a meh. I can't read all that kanji! Boing. Alright, well this is giving me a pretty good idea of what the level is all about. Oh, I overshot. Oh, man. I'm liking this, though. The design here is very interesting, and I can get next to this. We are looking at a 45-second world record, 22 likes from user Smiley Face 10,000. Music note. Use of aesthetics gives a really good feel of what the level is all about. You've got yourself essentially an underground chamber that you're navigating with these winged platforms. You have teased me. Your cruelty will not go unnoticed. Oh, I slipped. I slipped. No, there's butter under my shoes. Oh, that's why it's placed like that. I rescind my previous statement. You're not super cruel, you're just technical. Okay, what is this? It's a Bezoss fight. Okay, you went a little overboard with the sound effects there. But... oh, so, okay, so the secret there is that if you get the other key, then you've just got a shortcut to the end of the level. Alright. I mean, I'm glad I didn't take that. That was actually kind of an enjoyable boom boom fight. And like I said, I'm not like a super master at Mario, but I know good design when I see it, and that was a well-designed level, and I am happy to have played it. Alright, I think that's going to be it for me. I've now demonstrated that I'm genuinely pretty crap at Mario. But that's part of the reason why I wanted to do this series, is so that I could get better. And hopefully you guys have been enjoying watching this. By all means, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. let me know let me know what you would rate these levels. Like, I only have the option of like, dislike, or eh. But maybe you guys could give each level that you saw today a score out of 5, and we can have a fun little discussion about it. So, thank you guys for watching. I wanted to try something new with the channel, and I've really been getting back into Mario Maker as of late. And instead of just creating content, I also wanted to start playing other people's content, and this seemed like a good way to do it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Drop me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe, but at this point I'm rambling, so I'll simply say thank you very much, and I will see you in the next time. My ability to speak English is hampered. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you